Introducing Quick Gantt, a proud Sheetkitty product. Welcome to Setup and Usage video.
For any Gantt chart, we need the basics first. That is what we have set up here, and we recommend you do the same for your projects as well. At top, we have set up activity name, duration, start date, finish date, color of Gantt bar, actual start and finish dates for activities in progress or completed, and percentage complete. And we have the cutoff date, or the data date, or status date on top here. The plan will be calculated based on this date. Now let us see the quick Gantt in action.
To set up a project, we start by creating a template. To create template, go to Menu and click Setup Template. Enter a name for project or sheet. And this is a standard template. You can change activity name or duration or dates in here.
After setup, the first thing we have to do is select the start and finish across all the rows. So now is that we have selected the entire set of start and finish dates, we go to Quick Gantt and say create Gantt from the selection. So it is important we first select the start and finish and then we click this. So what it does is it asks for all the columns required to generate the Gantt chart. So the first one is the color of the Gantt, which we can change this later on, but we have to set the color first. So if you see here in column E, we have already set the color here and we have put blue as the default color for all of these items. So we just press E here, indicating the column E, and then it asks for 2 out of 5, which is actual start, which is column F. So I press F, and then it asks for actual finish, which is column G, and then it asks for percentage complete, which is column H, and then at last it asks for the data date cell, which is in this case C2. So I press C2, and that is all I have to do. So if you wait for a few seconds, what will generate? It will generate a full-fledged Gantt chart on the right side. So there is a reason why we have given 2 extra spaces on the top, because what it generates is a timeline, a 2-phase timeline. Phase 1 shows a compilation of the lower level. So this is the upper level, this is a lower level timeline, and we can adjust the timeline on the settings on top. So it's at the moment on daily settings. I could change this to weekly setting and it will show weekly and it will compile on year. And I could also do it by monthly, where it will show monthly and then it will also compile by year. So as you can see, the Gantt chart automatically updates, and this is not some code coming from the server or something. It's all completely inbuilt. So you will see the formula is literally built into it. All the formulas, this is pure normal. So it's all formula based. So none of this is going to server. It will be very instantaneous. There's no, if you want to add more columns below, you can just click and drag below and so on. Yeah, the colors won't change, but if you want to implement the color implementation, you may have to rebuild it once more. Again, rebuilding is not a big difficult thing to do. You just select it and click again. That's all you have to do. Okay, that's the first feature of this. Second thing is, let me go for weekly because I like that. And second thing is you can change the color of Gantts, and that is the good thing. So let's say I want to have the first so many items in a different color. So I select here, I go here, and let's say I want to have rose color. No, it doesn't look that great. Let me go for green color. Okay, and once I do this, again I have to select the ones that I've done, and then I'm going to go to Quick Gantt, and I'm going to say synchronize color or sync color for selected Gantt. Sync color. It'll take a minute, probably not a minute, a few seconds, and then you will see the color has been implemented on the right. We can do this for any number of rows. Let's do this for the next few items. Maybe I'll go for mild red. Again, the same process. Go to Quick Gantt, synchronize colors. Then the same thing, you say colors implemented. Let's say for the next few items, we want to implement mild rose. Oh no, let's go for different color, something a bit more vibrant. Let's go for vibrant green. Sync color, and the last we can go and put the color, let's say red, because why not. Yeah, so you can have any number of times you can change the colors, and or you want to standardize at the end of the day, you can just give one color. I like purple. Um, well, maybe not this version, a bit milder version, but you get the idea. You can change it any number of times to make sure you get the theme and the color that you want. Again, to redo this from scratch, let's say you have multiple projects to work on, redoing it from scratch is very easy. It's the same process. You select the start finish, go to the quick Gantt, and then you create the Gantt from selection. That's all you have to do. The entire thing is generated automatically based on the color, the actual start, actual finish, and complement. Now, what is the point of actual start finish? Let's examine that a bit in detail. Let me go for weekly view because it shows some level of detail. And so if you see here, the current date is 10th of March, the date is in Jan. So this is supposed to be finished. Let's assume it was finished and it started on 2nd of Jan and finished on 12th of Jan. So you will see whatever is completed has been highlighted in complete black. Let's say the cutoff is not 10th of March, the cutoff is, let's say, 10th of Jan, and you don't put the actual finish date, it'll only update up until the cutoff. So that's a good thing, number one. Number two, if you put a percentage here, let's say it's 90% complete, it'll show 90% at the end of it. Does that make sense? Let's say we change the cutoff here to 5th of Jan. That'll still be on the week ending here, so still going to share the same week ending. Let's go for daily. That'll be a bit more visual. So 5th of Jan, if you see here, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. 5th of Jan is showing 90%. Why? Because the cutoff is 5th of Jan and you started on 2nd of Jan and you're 90% done. Does that make sense? Let's say you didn't start on 2nd of Jan, you started on 3rd of Jan. That means the black has to move from 3rd. So basically the plan was 2nd. So you will see a purple on 2nd, and on 3rd you will see black color coming because you started on 3rd. Okay, if I press enter, that's what happens here. So your plan was to start on 2nd, but you started on 3rd, and you are at 90% on cutoff, which is 5th of Jan. If you move the cutoff to, let's say, 9th of Jan, you will see the highlight has been moved accordingly and the actual percentage is on the end of it. And this is not only for percentage, you can even write anything here. Instead of percentage complete, you can have description. Let's say comment ongoing, it'll show ongoing there. Or if you want to show the activity names, you can just link it to the activity name. So it'll show the full activity name there. Again, it'll be limited to one cell, so you have to be careful. If it is a too big activity, it will not show properly. So far what I like is to just put percentage complete, and I just want to see percentage complete in the bar. That's what it does. And if I bring it down to weekly, it'll still show. Again, this is week ending, so you have to be a bit more. If you have activity just really long, this will make a lot of sense. But because it's all very short duration activities, this won't make a lot of sense in a weekly view. I would go for a daily view, and then we can see the difference happening in real time. Same thing, let's say we started on 3rd of Jan and we finished on 8th of Jan, and we are 100% done, and 100% done. And let's say the next activity we are starting 9th of Jan, and then we are not finished yet, we are 80% done, and the cutoff today is, let's say, 12th of Jan. So we are updating the schedule on 12th of Jan to the status. So if I go to the right side, we should be able to see here that we started on 3rd of Jan, finished on 8th of Jan, and then the next activity we started on 9th of Jan, and we are at 80% on 12th of Jan. So this is the high level overview of the Gantt, where we can see the Gantt having the plan start, plan finish, and actual start, actual finish. And at any point of time we can change the colors. So I put mild purple, and if I don't like it, I can change it to mild green, Again, the same sync color works. Yeah, let's change to mild green, and you can flip between multiple views at any point of time also. I hope that is helpful to everyone. Again, this is a completely free app. Feel free to use it and enjoy. If you think it has helped you, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.